Good morning, class. So today, discuss muna natin yung depreciation bago tayo pumunta sa um, adjusting entries for which may mga sample problems tayong sasagutan. So, okay. So, di ba nabanggit ko na sa pinakauna nating klase pa dati na depreciation, ito yung mga estimates ng pagbaba ng value ng isang bagay. Halimbawa, bumili ka ng cellphone, ngayong taon na to, at the end of 5 years, yung value niya hindi na same ng value nung binili mo siya, 'di ba? Kasi nagde-depreciate siya dahil ginagamit mo. Ibig sabihin bumababa yung value dahil sa paggamit natin and dahil din sa panahon. Okay? So take note, ang dine-depreciate po natin is building, machinery, furniture, fixtures, office equipment, store equipment. Depreciation, on the other hand, does not apply to land. In most instances, the value of land increases as time passed by. So, makikita naman natin to na yung value ng lupa is hindi bumababa. Ibig sabihin, hindi siya nagde-depreciate. Okay? Nag-i-increase pa yung value niya along the way. So, hindi kasama yung lupa sa dine-depreciate kahit yung lupa is parte ng property, plant, and equipment. Okay po? Malinaw po yun. Okay. There are three important elements in the computation of depreciation. Ano po iyon? Ito yung tatlo. Una is the cost. Pangalawa is the salvage value. Yung salvage value pwede din tawaging scrap value or residual value. And pangatlo is useful life. Okay, so isa-isahin natin. Una, the cost. Yung cost refers to the purchase price of the asset. So, pag sinabing purchase price, ito yung mismong binayaran mo nung binili mo siya sa seller. Okay? And then, maliban dyan, mayroon din po siyang tinatawag na incidental expenses. Kasama po ito sa cost. Ano po yung incidental expenses? Ito yung freight, insurance, taxes, testing and trial run cost, and the other cost related to acquisition. Incidental expenses are added to the purchase price of the asset. Ibig sabihin, pag hiningi yung cost, yung purchase price plus incidental expenses ay ipag-a-add ninyo. Example, the purchase price of the machinery is 500. In addition to the cash paid to the supplier, the business paid the following. Ibig sabihin, may mga ibinayaran pa siya. And this cost are incidental. Ibig sabihin, kailangan. Okay? So, ano yon? Una, cost of transportation or freight. So, 20,000. And then, syempre, insurance. Kasi syempre, pag bumibili tayo ng mga machineries or kahit ka ng mga cellphone, di ba may insurance din yon. Pero minsan kasi pag mga cellphones, mga ganyan gadgets, kasama na dun sa binabayaran natin. Pero ina-ask pa din tayo. And kasama po yun, okay? Insurance during transportation, VAT to the gross selling price, and then test and trial run cost. So, for a total, yung incidental cost for this example is 77,000. So, 500,000 plus 77,000 equals 577,000. Yun yung cost, okay? Next natin is salvage value. Pag sinabi pong salvage value, it refers to value of the asset at the point of disposal. So, heto po is estimated lang din ng isang accountant. So, sasabihin niya sa client na, client, I think ang estimated disposal value ng machinery ito after some time is 60,000, 50,000. Ibig sabihin, at the end, halimbawa, yung useful life is 10 years, after 10 years, mabibenta mo pa siya ng 60,000. Yun po yung salvage value or disposal value. Next is useful life. Ito naman, ibig sabihin, ito yung taon na magagamit mo pa siya. Ibig sabihin, from the word itself, useful life. Yung life na useful pa yung binili mong asset. Okay? It refers to the period wherein the depreciable assets are productive. Pag binanggit pong depreciable assets, these are machineries, okay? Equipment, store equipment, etc. Ngayon, proceed tayo sa methods of computing depreciation. Ano po ito? Mayroon tayong 8. There are various methods to compute depreciation. Among them are the following. We have straight line, sum of years digit, declining balance, double declining, and so on and so forth. So 8 ito. Pero ang pagtutuunan po natin ng pansin dito sa basic accounting for which idinidiscuss natin dito sa FAB M1 is the straight line method. Pag binanggit po nating straight line method, ito yung pagkukompute ng depreciation kung saan ina-assume natin na yung cost of the asset is equally divided over its useful or productive life. Take note po, yung cost is purchase price plus the incidental cost. In other words, the entire productive life of the asset therefore will have equal amount of depreciation. So, paano po ito? Halimbawa, wala lang tayong example itong amount, pero halimbawa, the cost dito sa problem natin, yung cost niya is 577,000. So, 577,000, halimbawa, magbigay tayo ng salvage value na 50,000 minus 50,000. Tapos, yung estimated useful life natin, bigay tayo ng 10 years. Divided by 10 years. Ibig sabihin, 52,700 yung annual depreciation. Okay? So, kung yun yung annual depreciation, pag hiningi yung monthly depreciation, yung 52,700, i-divide mo lang po siya sa 12. So, kapag dinivide mo na siya sa 12, ang kalalabasan is 4,391.67. Yun yung monthly depreciation. And yun yung ating depreciation expense. Okay? Ngayon po, kapag tinanong, okay, proceed tayo punta tayo sa numbers. Halimbawa, ang tinanong is, ano naman po yung entry? Okay, entry. Disregard nyo lang itong mga nakikita nyo sa gilid. So, entry. Ano po yung entry? Halimbawa po, yung depreciation expense is 4,391.67. So, debit tayo ng depreciation expense. Magkano? Debit is 4,391.67 and then credit tayo ng accumulated depreciation na magkano? Same amount. Ito po yung monthly. Okay? 4,391.67. So, ganyan siya. Ayan. I hope malinaw po ito, ha? Depreciation expense, 4,391.67, and then credit accumulated depreciation, 4,391.67. Okay.